The honorary degrees will now be conferred. Mr. President, will you present the honorary degree candidate, Brandt Louie?
Mr. Chancellor, it gives me great pleasure to introduce Mr. Brandt Louie, a man of boundless generosity and unwavering loyalty to family, friends, and community. An exemplary business leader, gracious philanthropist, and steadfast friend of education, Brandt Louie has applied well and consistently the philosophy he learned at his father's knee: strive to establish relationships based on trust, and always work hard to deserve that trust. After earning his CA designation, Brandt gained experience with Touche Ross, and subsequently he joined the family business H.Y. Louie Company Limited, and in the late 1980s assumed leadership of this family firm and also of London Drugs Limited. A strong believer in the virtue of collaboration, Brandt infused these companies with a new vision for growth and an emphasis on the customer. Today, he oversees an influential commercial enterprise, one that remains faithful to the values of loyalty and integrity so cherished by his father and grandfather, but which has grown far beyond the inheritance they left him in size, complexity, and value. Like the previous generation of Louies, Brandt has extended his hand in friendship to the entire community, his broad interests reflected in the numerous and varied organizations he supports, such as the Vancouver Board of Trade, the Royal Bank of Canada, and the World Economic Forum. He has worked quietly and unassumingly to ensure the continued well-being of the Vancouver Symphony Society and the University Hospital Society. He is also a national trustee of the Neuroscience Canada Foundation, and for 15 years, he was a co-chair of the Variety Club's Cash for Kids program. Brandt Louie has always been deeply committed to education, again, in the strong tradition of his family. He has served on advisory boards to two of the most prominent educational institutions in the world, the Duke University Medical School and Harvard's John F. Kennedy School of Government. And we are privileged that this generosity has also so touched Simon Fraser University. As chairman of our Board of Governors for an unusually protracted series of 3 reappointments, he has offered wise counsel and leadership to this institution. And most recently, as chairman of our Reaching New Heights financial campaign, he has been instrumental in communicating our aspirations to the entire community. Most recently, Brandt established with a gift of $1 million the H.Y. Louie Entrance Awards for students in financial need. And now, to our great delight, he has been elected Chancellor of Simon Fraser University. Mr. Chancellor, the Louie family has a long and noble history in this province. Brandt Louie has worked tirelessly to ensure the continuation of the legacy left by his father and grandfather, and he enjoys an international reputation as a principled and creative leader. He has received many honors for his contributions to the community, including the Golden Heart Community Achievement Award and the Medal of Merit from the International Association of Lions Clubs. Today, on behalf of the Senate of this university, I ask that you confer upon Brandt Channing Louie the degree Doctor of Laws, honoris causa.
Brandt Louie, by virtue of the authority vested in me and in the Senate of this university, I hereby admit you to the degree of Doctor of Laws, honoris causa. Dr. Louie will be hooded by Dr. John Waterhouse, Vice President of Academics.
It is with pleasure that I now call on Dr. Brandt Louie for his convocation address.
Your Honor, Mr. Chancellor, President Stevenson, esteemed members of the faculty, distinguished guests, graduates, ladies and gentlemen. I am delighted to be part of Simon Fraser University's Spring 2005 convocation. It is with immense pride I receive this honorary degree. Standing here, I find myself reflecting on the thousands of men and women who over the past 40 years have crossed this platform to be acknowledged for their numerous and diverse accomplishments. I am truly honored to join their ranks today. The degree that you have just bestowed upon me is one of the most onerous to earn. Most degrees require about 4 to 6 years of very hard work. On the other hand, this degree has taken me a lifetime of work experience and service to the community to achieve. Graduates, you are beginning the journey that I started over 40 years ago. As I reflected on the past 40 years, I searched my experiences for insight that I could share with you as you begin your journey. When I was starting out 40 years ago, the hero of our day was a man called John Fitzgerald Kennedy. For my generation, he represented a break from the old, a change of leadership representing our 20th century, our new way of thinking about problems that faced our world at that time. I recently had the opportunity of visiting the Kennedy School of Government at Harvard University, and I used that opportunity to research a number of President Kennedy's speeches. I found myself particularly moved by an address he gave to the graduating class of 1963 at Amherst College. He spoke about power and how it is created, questioned, and used for both good and bad. He urged his students to always question and to ask why. He said, and I quote, "The men who create power make an indispensable contribution to the nation's greatness. But the men who question power make a contribution just as indispensable, especially when that question is disinterested, for they determine whether we use power or power uses us." So I urge all of you to always question those who create and use power. Take an active interest in your community and your country. Never be a disinterested participant, but an involved citizen. Make your voices heard for the good of all of the people. An award for lifetime achievement assumes that you will not achieve any more, that you have come to the end of the road in terms of your contribution to society. Well, unless they know something about the state of my health that they have not shared with me, I intend to continue to extend myself and to serve my community. So as I reach this point in my journey of life, and as you begin your journey, I wish you hearty congratulations on achieving this first step. It is a personal milestone, and I'm confident that it is but the first of many you will experience in your lifetime of achievements. I hope all of you will eventually reach this point in your life just as I have. Eventually, we all face the high court of history, which will sit in judgment on each one of us. I believe our successes or failures in whatever position or office we hold during our lifetime will be measured by the answers to 4 simple questions. Were we truly men and women of courage? Were we truly men and women of sound judgment? Were we truly men and women of integrity? And were we truly men and women of dedication? Your presence here today is clear evidence to those around you that you were and are willing to work hard to strive for your dreams. As you begin your journey, my hope for all of you is that those dreams are fulfilled. Whatever you choose to do in life, do it with a passion. Those who are passionate about their life's chosen careers will do well, and anything done well will be an achievement and rewarded. In the words of my grandfather, when pursuing prosperity, follow the laws of heaven. Don't be afraid to be kind and charitable. My congratulations to all of you, and I wish you a happy and successful future. Thank you again for this great honor.
Thank you, Dr. Louie.